Have you ever wondered if waiting one more year to downsize might make you more money? Or quietly cost you many thousands of dollars? A few years ago, I worked with two different couples here in Mornington. Same street, same style of large family home, both couples in their early 70s and both thinking about downsizing. One couple decided to move while the market was steady. The other said, we'll just wait until prices go up a bit. So let's fast forward 3 years. The first couple had already moved into a beautiful low maintenance unit near the shops and near the grandkids, and they had money in the bank. The second couple, they did sell for a higher price, but the type of home they wanted to buy had also jumped up in price in proportion. Their health had shifted, and when we did the numbers, their delay had effectively cost them around $140,000 in lost opportunity and extra costs. So in this video, I want to walk you through how to work out the best timing to downsize for maximum profit, without needing a crystal ball or a finance degree. By the end, you'll understand the 3 clocks you must watch, the biggest timing mistakes I see downsizers make, and a simple checklist to help you make a confident decision. If you're anything like Diane and Peter, my classic downsizers, you probably asked yourself at least once, should we sell now or wait? Are we going to miss out if the market rises? What if we sell and then can't find the right place? It's completely normal to feel stuck. There's the emotional attachment to the family home, the headlines about interest rates and prices, and sometimes well-meaning advice from friends that just make it more confusing. So let's keep this really simple. There are 3 clocks that matter when it comes to timing your downsize. Number 1, your life clock, your age, health, energy, and family situation. Number 2, your money clock, your pension, super, cash flow, and if you need to, borrowing capacity. And number 3, the market clock, local demand, prices, and of course interest rates. Get those roughly aligned and you're usually in a good window to move and still protect or increase your profit. Oh, and by the way, if you'd like a simple 1-page downsizing timing checklist, I've popped a free download link in the description below, along with our video, Downsizing at 65, What I Wish My Clients Knew, which dives deeper into the money side. You can grab these when you finish the video. Alright, let's talk about the first big timing mistake. Mistake number 1. Waiting for the perfect market. The first mistake I see is this. We'll wait until prices go up a bit more and then we'll sell. On the surface, that sounds perfectly logical. If your home is worth 1.2 million now and you think the market might push it up to 1.3 million, of course you're tempted to wait. The problem is that the home you want to buy is moving up too. If your next home, say a modern single level unit near the beach, is $900,000 today and also rises in the same market, you might sell for more, but you'll also pay more. What really matters is the gap between what you sell and what you buy. If that gap is manageable now and fits your lifestyle and retirement plans, waiting purely for an extra $20,000 or $30,000 on the sale price often doesn't change your real life outcome and can sometimes make it worse. Here in Mornington and across the peninsula, we see markets move in cycles. There are boom years, flat years, and softer years. Trying to pick the absolute peak is like trying to sell your shares on the best day of the year. You only know when that was in hindsight. Instead of chasing the perfect price, Focus on whether today's market can give you a workable, comfortable gap between selling your big home and buying your next one. Mistake number 2, ignoring your life clock. The second mistake is ignoring what I call the life clock. I sit with couples in their early 70s say, "We're still fine, we'll think about this in a few more years." Sometimes that works. But quite often, life taps you on the shoulder sooner than you'd like. One of you has a health scare. Driving at night becomes harder. Stairs feel steeper. Keeping up with the garden becomes a burden, not a joy. And suddenly, the decision to downsize is no longer a calm, planned choice. It's a rush. When downsizing becomes urgent, you typically have less time to prepare your home, less energy to sort and declutter properly, and sometimes less choice about where you go next. All of that can quietly erode your profit, not to mention your confidence. The couples who tend to do best financially are the ones who say, "We're still well enough to do this on our terms. Let's move 2 to 3 years before it becomes a potential crisis." And that gives you time to choose the right next home. Present your property beautifully and make decisions slowly and thoughtfully. Profit isn't just about dollars. It's about preserving your independence and your option. Mistake number 3, having no clear plan for the order of events. Do you sell first and then go shopping? Buy first and bridge the gap? Do you rent for 6 to 12 months while you look? Each option has pros and cons, and each one affects your true profit, not just your sale price. For example, if you buy first and use a bridging loan, you might feel less pressure when you sell, but you could be paying thousands in interest while you own 2 properties. If you sell first with a long settlement, you might have plenty of cash and bargaining power when buying. But you need a clear plan for where you'll live if the perfect place doesn't appear straight away. When we talk about maximum profit, it's not just how high can we push the sale price, it's sale price, purchase price, moving costs, interest, rent and holding costs, renovation or upgrade costs. That all equals what you actually end up with. A good timing strategy considers the whole changeover. Sometimes that means selling in a steady market, you understand, rather than gambling on what might happen in 2 or 3 years. Mistake number 4, believing seasonal myths. Mistake number 4 is believing all the seasonal myths. You've probably heard you can only sell in spring. Winter is terrible. No one buys over Christmas. In reality, buyers have babies, get job transfers, retire and inherit money all year round. What matters more than the month on the calendar is who your likely buyer is and when they are most active. For many big family homes on the Mornington Peninsula, your buyer is often an upsizing family who wants to be settled before a new school year, or someone relocating into the area. For single-level units or low-maintenance homes, your buyer might be another downsizer, like you, who has just sold their big place and needs somewhere to go. Are there quieter weeks in the year? Of course. But there are also windows where there's less competition from other similar properties, which can actually help your sale price. So instead of thinking, we can only sell in October, think, when will our likely buyer be ready, active and serious? And can we be ready to meet them in that window? That's where your preparation timeline becomes critical. Which brings us to mistake number 5, underestimating how long it takes to get sale ready. For most of my downsizers, a profitable, low-stress move isn't something you decide this week and execute next week. There's usually a 3 to 6 month timeline, That includes sorting and decluttering a lifetime of possessions, deciding what goes with you, what's gifted, donated or sold, doing minor repairs, fixing that leaky tap, touching up paint, getting professional advice on presentation and styling, speaking with your financial advisor or Centrelink about how the move might affect your pension or super, and getting your legals and paperwork organised. When you allow time for that process, you give yourself the best chance to present the home beautifully, attract more buyers, and negotiate from a calm, confident place. When you rush, you're more likely to discount, compromise, or accept the first offer just to be done. And that's when your profit quietly slips away. Let's pull all this together into a simple 5-step timing checklist you can literally jot down. Step 1. Check your life clock. Ask, do we want to be here in 5 years? If the honest answer is no, start planning now, rather than waiting for a crisis. Step 2. Check your money clock. Talk to your financial advisor or Centrelink and get a clear picture of how selling and buying will affect your pension, super and cash flow. Knowing your numbers reduces fear and guesswork. Step 3. Check your market clock. Speak with a local agent you can trust. Get an up-to-date appraisal on your current home and a realistic picture of what your next home will cost. Focus on the gap, not just the top line sale price. Step 4. Map your sequence. Decide whether you're likely to sell first, buy first, or rent in between. Look at the costs of each option and what feels safest for your personality and finances. Step 5. Set a realistic runway. If you think you're 12 to 24 months away from moving, ask, what can we start with? A drawer a day? A cupboard a week? Small repairs? These little actions add up to a smoother, more profitable sale down the track. There is no single perfect date to downsize, but there is a right window for you where your life, your money and the market are aligned enough to give you a smart, profitable move. If this has got you thinking, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you leaning towards sooner or later? And what's the biggest thing making you hesitate? Your questions often inspire future videos. And I promise if you're wondering about it, so are hundreds of other couples here on the Mornington Peninsula. If you'd like to go deeper on the risks of waiting, make sure you watch my video, Mornington Downsizing Secrets, Why Waiting Can Cost You. I've linked it on the screen and in the description. And also don't forget to download your free downsizing timing checklist below, so you can sit down with a cuppa and work through your own timing together. If you found this helpful, please tap the like button and subscribe if you'd like more practical downsizing advice, and share this with a friend or family member who's also wrestling with the when question. Thanks for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.